Yo, 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 YouTube, what's good? I'm just chilling. Just wanted to tune in, tap in, see what y'all got going on. Let's talk about the Cowboys.
What up? How about the boys? The Dallas Cowboys, that is. What up? What up? What up? How about the boys?
Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy T Time on the Super Bias Sports Show, place where a fan could be a fan no matter how biased their take is. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let's keep this train rolling. So I really just came on here just to see what's what. Just wanted to do it. I probably won't even be on here that long, but I just wanted to see what's going on. It's just been a lot going on in Twitter Spaces and just in group chats and a lot of junk talking. And off season is here, man. The off season is here. It is in full go mode, and I just wanted to come on. I'm by myself tonight. I didn't even tell nobody I was going live. I just click live and let's see what happened. But I just wanted to talk about the Cowboys for a little bit, and talk about my thoughts on their offseason moves and just chop it up with anybody that get on. So, but it's been crazy on Twitter. Just a lot of trash talking going back and forth with some big time content creators. I'm not on their level, so I'm just reading it and laughing at it. But it's just been a lot going on though, like a lot. Some things have really surprised me. Some things have really surprised me as far as like Philly fans and their now not all but some want Ezekiel Elliott. The report came out that Adam Schefter dropped, and it came out that Ezekiel Elliott was interested in the Jets, the Bengals, and the Philadelphia Eagles. And I was surprised at that, but it doesn't. I was surprised, but then it doesn't surprise me. So it was just kind of funny to the reaction that like some of the Philly fans put out there, and they're like, if Zeke comes and he gets behind this offensive line, he'll be a top ranked. He'll what do they say? They'll get rookie Zeke back going behind the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. I just thought it was crazy because I'm like, man, this has been a rivalry. Everybody was just talking about Zeke is washed and he's garbage and his time is up and he's overpaid. And ever since he got his money, he hasn't been the same. But now he's like a hot commodity, which no disrespect. I'm still going to rock my Zeke jersey. If he goes to Philly, though, I don't know. Can't rock with it. But maybe after he retires or changes his team, maybe. But I still respect Zeke. He balled out for us when he did. Things could have been better. It didn't work out. We thought he was going to take the pay cut. He didn't. We'll see what happens. But I just thought it was kind of funny. But it's just been crazy on just social media platforms all over, and it's just funny to me. But I enjoy it. Y'all know me. If y'all tune into the Super Bias Sports Show, I'm always talking junk, having a good time. So, that's who I am. That's what I do. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are. But I just thought it was kind of wild to see that and just see the different reactions coming from some of these different Philadelphia fans. Now, some fans did say, we don't want him. He's not worth it, blah, blah, blah. We're not interested in him and all of that stuff. But like I said, there was some tweets, and I read them where people was really like, yo, we want Zeke. And I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy. But, overall, Cowboys offseason has been on fire. It's been crazy. And I've been enjoying it, man. I mean, we made some good moves. We didn't really operate a lot in free agency. We did what we normally do. We bring back our main guys. Zeke to the what's good, Sam? Zeke to the Giants. Hey, uh, y'all already got Saquon, so I don't. I mean, that's a good insurance policy for him, because Saquon do get injured, so maybe, but I don't see that. I really, if I'm Zeke, I'm going to either the Bengals or I'm going to the Jets. If Rodgers comes to the Jets and OBJ goes to the Jets, if I'm him, I'm going there. They already got Brees. Brees is going to be back at some point. That would be a really crazy look, and I think that would be good for him because it wouldn't be that much pressure for sure. That's what he is. He's a third down back. He's a power guy right now. Bengals, yeah. They did say that, but either way, teams say stuff like that, and then next thing there's other reports coming out, so you never know. But if it's me though, if I'm him, I'm not going to Philly because the last Cowboys running back that went to Philadelphia didn't pan out that well for him. DeMarco Murray, boy, went to Philly, and that was the end of his career. And it was just sad. So we'll see what happens. I think Zeke. I think he has a little bit left in the tank. I don't think that Zeke is washed. I don't. I think that Zeke's production was a few things. He was operating with some injuries. The offensive line has not been what it was. So that obviously plays a role and a factor. And he got paid. All those are legitimate, reasons for production falling. So, yeah, that's funny. I'm not renaming my dog though. Everybody, listen. I have a Rottweiler, and I'm gonna tell the story since you brought this up. I got a Rottweiler, and his name is Zeke. And because I'm a Cowboys fan, everybody assumes that we named him after Ezekiel Elliott, which is absolutely not the case. I will put my hand on a Bible, and promise to God I did not name my dog after him. My daughters, we went on Google and we looked up male dog names, and we went through a whole list, and it was me and my two daughters, and we sat there and they picked out names that they liked, and Zeke just so happened to be on there. And this is when they were younger, so they didn't even really watch football or understand it. They just was rocking with different names. And it came down to it was Zeke, Bear, and it was some other random name, and I wasn't feeling it. And it really came down between Zeke and Bear, and they went with Zeke, and that's been his name. And now everybody thinks because I'm a Cowboys fan that that's what we did. But no, I mean he's not named after Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke ain't do enough for me to be named it. Now, if his name was Emmett, then you'd have something to talk about. The dog looks like a Pollard. Nah, my boy done bulked up. He built like Zeke now, like he really is. He's built like Zeke, but that's a funny story, man. People really they think that. I actually mentioned that in one of my videos. Somebody was like, "Nah, you named him after Ezekiel Elliott," but nah, I really didn't. That's funny though. But what's good, Sam? I mean, the Giants, y'all got some moves to make. Y'all got some moves to make. Y'all still got to play catch up. Y'all still got to play catch up. But I like what Dallas did, man. I really do. I like the addition of Cooks. That's funny. Now, I mean, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Barkley. That's a common name though. I guess for me, Zeke isn't really a common name, so I guess that makes sense. So that's funny. But I'm sure, man, there's so many people that got Barkley tattoos and things like that. Fans just be doing some crazy stuff. That's what's up, though. Giants made some huge moves. You think they made big enough moves to move up? Like realistically, I mean, this is a super biased sports show, so you can't be biased. But do you think they made a power move to overcome the Cowboys or the Eagles? I mean, the Cowboys picked up Stephon Gilmore for our cornerback 2 spot. That's a big move for our defense. We brought back LVE. We brought back Donovan Wilson. Those are huge moves for, or, just re-signings for the Cowboys. And then on the offensive side, we got Jones as a running back to go along with Tony Pollard and Malik Davis. And we brought in Cooks. Cooks is going to open up. He's a significant upgrade to our wide receiver room. So, I'm hype about that. D Hop is coming to the Giants. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm still holding out hope that some way, somehow, the Cowboys make some kind of move, trade get a D Hop in a pick or something. I don't know. But I'm holding out, and I'd love that. Yo, what's good, Andy? DC4L. Let's go. Let's go. I was waiting for my Cowboys fans to tap in, man. I don't go live often, and I don't got a big platform, so it ain't gonna be a lot of people. But it's Super Body Sports Show. You come on, you chop it up with me. Let's have a good time, man. Shout out to you though, Andy. I don't know, man. D Hop to the Giants. I don't know. Is Daniel Jones worth it? Can he handle a real wide receiver like that? I don't know. I still don't see y'all. I mean, let Bonnet tell it. The NFC East is going to come down to the Cowboys and the Giants. As long as my Cowboys is in the conversation, I'm with it. But I don't know, man. I still feel like Philly, although they got a tough schedule this year, Philly's still up there. You got to respect them. You're happy with the moves. Hey, listen, man, I'm chilling, having a good time. Just actually got in not too long ago. Was up at the hospital with my pops. He's actually doing really good. He's off life support. He's back to normal. And can't wait for the dude to come home because we're going back to a Cowboys game this year. I got to get him back there, man. But I'm overall with the Cowboys moves. I'm not disappointed, man. I'd like them to, keep going, but I'm good. Like I want us to really. I don't know what's the deal with Hankins. He came in, he balled out for us. He was a big force in the middle. I want to see his name, pop up that we re-signed him, but just haven't really heard any news on that. But getting Stephon Gilmore, getting LVE back, getting Wilson, Cooper Rush, Cooks, Jones, all of that's real big, man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. All the prayers are welcome. I definitely appreciate it. It's been crazy, but he's doing good. And I was just talking to him like, hey, showing him pictures like, yo, we gotta get back to Jerry's world. He's now my pops is funny, man. One of the first conversations that me and my brother had when he came off life support and he was kind of, back to normal. He was talking. We were talking to him. We're like, yo, the Cowboys been on fire. We've been making all these moves in the offseason. And he was like, with this raspy voice, he goes, but did they change the quarterback? And I'm just like, come on, dog. Like, come on. Like, you can't be hating on Dak. Like, I mean, we got to rock with him. So he definitely back to himself because my dad is not. He is not a fan of Dak Prescott. And, I mean, Dak got to prove it this year. So what's your thoughts, though, man? What's your thoughts on the team? Like, where do you realistically see us? What's your grade? Where do you see us at the end of this year? I mean, it's still early. It's still early in the offseason. The draft hasn't even happened yet. But I like to have these conversations and see what y'all thoughts are. But where do you think what do y'all have the NFC East looking like? Who's 1, who's 2, who's 3? We already know who's 4. It's gonna be the Washington Commanders. They don't got a quarterback, and we already know. I mean, they're gonna put up a good fight, but that defense is they got Deron Payne back, and old boy is back healthy. So they defense will keep them in some games, but they don't got a quarterback. But what's y'all rankings for the NFC East, man? I mean, we got a Giants fan in here. We got some Cowboys fans in here. I'm surprised ain't no Philly fans in here because they always jump on ready to talk crazy on Cowboys content. But I just like it. I like the moves that we made, me personally. I like it. We have a solid cornerback too, and as long as everybody stays healthy, I like it, man. I like what our defense is looking like. I like the moves, man, and our coaching staff, all of that. Let's see. Giants 1, Eagles 2, Commanders 3, and the Cowboys are 4. That's just pure hate, man. That's just hate. That's not even real. That is not even real. We definitely, what's good, Namath? We definitely should have went and got D Hop. That's a fact, man. I just feel like the asking price was high, and for a team like Dallas who drafts really well, I I get why we didn't pull the trigger on that. I definitely get why we didn't pull the trigger, but I'm still holding out faith. I'm still praying that some way somehow we pull it off, and somehow we get D Hop and make it happen. That would be absolutely amazing. I still think we need a big man in the middle. I myself love Dak. I say Cowboys, Eagles. Let me put that up there. I agree. We definitely need a big man in the middle. Hankins would be absolutely amazing. Maybe there's some big ballers in the draft. Maybe we get somebody. I listen. I don't hate Dak. I don't hate Dak. My love for Dak has definitely dwindled, and he's definitely got some improvement to do. But Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commies, I'm right there. I'm right there. And I honestly feel like if the Giants get a few weapons, it could be competitive. I just feel like Philly, I don't know. I don't think Philly going to come out and be the same team that they were last year. There's definitely no way we're coming in last. Get rid of Gallup. So if it's me, I would trade him. If we could trade Gallup and like a fourth round pick for D Hop, I'm with it. But I also understand this that Gallup with an ACL, they say it really takes you almost 2 years to get back right. So if I want to give Gallup a shot this year, and so we also got to look at it like this, right? So think about it. Gallup's best years were when he was the number 3 receiver. And now we got rid of Amari. We moved CD up to the number 1 spot. Now, rightfully so, that will put Gallup at the number 2. And he's not that dude. He's just not that dude at the number 2 spot. And I think that now with Cooks coming in, I think that Gallup will do better. I think it will be good. It's going to cause, the defense is going to have to scheme and make some stuff happen. So I'm not ready. If we trade him, I'm not hurt about it. But I still think that in this system now, I think it'll be all right with Gallup. I do. They are giving him weapons now. I know what we can do. I want D Hop real bad myself. Yeah, man. Real big on the D Hop. I would be. I was going hard. Like some of my videos, like D Hop was chilling with Dez. Sorry, y'all. D Hop was chilling with Dez. I was like, it's happening. He's coming to Dallas. He's following players, this and that. And it just didn't happen. I'm still holding out faith, though. I'm still holding out faith that something is going to happen with that. But, I mean, overall, there's another Cowboys content creator on here, Cowboys Fan Talk. And he respects him, man. He's always been saying, load the clip, load the clip, load the clip. That's what we need to do. Dak Prescott is not a Mahomes. He's not a Rodgers. He's not a Brady. He's not one of those guys that's going to elevate the players around him. But the front office should have recognized that. And yes, if you get rid of Amari, cool, but you should have replaced Amari. And they didn't do that. So hear me out with this. The Eagles did what, right? Jalen Hurts came in. He's been in the league for a few years now, and they got him Smith, but him and Smith wasn't a scary threat, right? Like they didn't do nothing. So now what? They built up that defense, solidified that defense, and then they went out and got Brown. They got him a legit number 1 receiver. They now surrounded this man with talent. They schemed up and called the right plays, for Jalen Hurts. And now Jalen Hurts went from not in the MVP conversation to, if he didn't get hurt, he very easily could have been an MVP quarterback. What was the difference? Did Jalen get better? Did he get better? Or did the pieces around him and the team really support him and they got better and he benefited from it? The Dallas Cowboys need to, and I feel like they did it. They took note and said, okay, we got to surround Dak. We thought Dak was going to elevate the players around him, and he didn't. Now we have to put the players around him that are going to be good. We got Hendershot, Ferguson, two really good tight ends. Dudes is jumping over people, truck sticking people. You got Cooks, you got Gallup, you got CD, you got Tony Pollard, you got Jones. Who knows what we're going to do? There's receivers we can go out and get in the draft. There's running backs. There's offensive linemen. That's another big key to it. Our O-line has to be healthy. If they're not healthy, then what? Dak is not – he's good. I still would have him in the top 10 of quarterbacks. You know, I'd still have him up there, but he's not a Mahomes. He's not a Burrow. He's not one of them dudes, right? So – exactly, Andy. You put the right pieces around him, and he's going to be better. And I feel like we did that. I feel like we put the right pieces in place, and I feel like we're going to add. Just like my man, Cowboys fan talk say, load the clip, load it, and keep it up. Like, and that's what we gotta give the Cowboys office, the front office, a shout out because they did, man. Like, I can't be upset going and getting Gilly. Getting Cooks. I don't care what people say about Cooks. 6 out of 9 years, this man has gone for over 1,000 yards. And even with garbage quarterbacks in different situations, dudes still put up stats. Now, people want to call him washed and injury prone. They want to say all this negative stuff. They only say that because he's with the Cowboys. If he went anywhere else, they would be talking this man up. You got to get Dak some weapons, but he also got to read the field well. And if nothing open, he got to run the ball and not play scared. Let me put that up. Yo, Namath, I'm 100%, bro. You know how I feel about it. I feel like Dak was held back, and I hope that this offensive coordinator change with Mike McCarthy calling plays and all of this, I hope that they really play to Dak's strengths. When Dak is throwing the ball under 35 times a game, dude is dominant. When Dak is looking at – when we played the Buccaneers, Dak played an almost perfect game. When nobody was open, what did he do? He took off and ran. Like when we had that version of Dak Prescott, our offense was unstoppable. People want to come on talking about, oh, well, y'all had a top-ranked defense or offense and they were the best and this and that. Yeah, but stats lie. Like, I'm a believer in that. Stats lie. We were a top-ranked offense, but Kellen Moore called the wrong plays at the wrong time. Like, when we should have been running the ball against the Jags, he was still throwing the ball, and the clock has stopped. That doesn't make sense. So, you know, I agree, man. I think Dak is going to be improving mode. I want to see him more mobile. When Dak is throwing the ball under 35 times a game, when he's running the ball, when that dude is using play action to his, like, that can be play action king, you know? And I feel like that's what Mike McCarthy is going to focus on, is that when he said we're going to marry the running game to the passing game, I feel like that's what he's going to do, and really, really exploit that play action, you know? So stats lie is the worst take I've ever heard. No, it's not. No, it is not, because y'all say that about Dak. Y'all, when y'all make the argument that Dak Prescott is overrated, y'all say it because y'all say stats lie. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But yeah, if Dak is really playing and he's mobile, he's definitely got to read the field. But I also feel like that comes with the offensive line being healthy. If you got a healthy Tyler Smith, Biotish, if you got all these pieces healthy, Terrence Steele comes back and he's right, I feel like he's got enough time to really be able to look over the field and get the ball to his receivers and things like that. So there's a lot, you know, anybody that has ever played football, ever played the quarterback position, you understand that it's not an easy position. And And I'm not making excuses for Dak whatsoever, but you do understand that you got these dudes, and I mean, you think about it. You got these Micah Parsons and Watts and these dudes coming at you full speed. You got to get the ball out of there. Nah, he's got garbage time stats. He's overrated because he. I think you're trying to say he doesn't win in the big moments. So you're telling me that stats lie. So that's not a. You're literally saying stats lie without saying stats lie. So that's not a bad take. It's true. If our O line is healthy and can hold their blocks, we will be better. That is a fact. That is a big fact. Offensive line is key. Even back in the day, even back in the day when Emmitt Smith and all them was just running the ball, it wasn't because Emmitt was a beast. It was because the offensive line. Emmitt wasn't getting touched till he was 10 yards, 15 yards downfield. So, Zeke early on, with Zeke's early when he was a rookie, the second, third year, our offensive line was dominant. So that makes a difference. And if you look, you really start breaking things down, you start to see it. So everything plays a factor to the next thing, right? Cornerbacks being able to be dominant. That's only because the defensive line is putting pressure on the quarterback, right? Now, vice versa, the cornerbacks have to be able to hold their receivers long enough for the D line to be able to put the pressure. Those go hand in hand, right? You got receivers. If receivers don't get separation, then quarterbacks are more likely to throw interceptions or incomplete passes and things like that. If the offensive line is not getting the push, the running backs not getting the yards that they need to get, everything plays. The football is a team sport. It is the ultimate team sport. You got to depend on your players. It's not a quarterback versus 11 people. It's 11 versus 11. Dak Prescott got to be better. The offensive line got to be better. Play calls got to be better. I was a big fan of the Kellen Moore firing or whatever you want to call it. I was a really big fan of that. I was all for it. I just feel like Kellen, and not to say that Kellen Moore was garbage, I just feel like he was inconsistent. And he was trying to do one thing, and we needed him to do something else. And he was still part of that Jason Garrett tree. And I like that move. Dan Quinn coming back, I love it. Mike McCarthy, calling plays and Shotty being the offensive coordinator. I love all of it. I just love it. We made a bunch of shifts and shakeups in our organization, and I really do. I love what we did. So overall, I like what our offseason has looked like, from the coaching changes to personnel changes to the front office actually, being active in free agency in the offseason, and really doing their due diligence. I like it. I'm draft. We already know that we're going to, do our thing, but now we're in a position to take the best player available of need, if that makes sense. The best player available of need. And I think it's going to be an offensive weapon. So I like that. Our secondary definitely got to step up more. Limited points. We can't put up 30 points and give up 30 points. Yo, you know what, bro? It's crazy to me that people don't say anything like this, right? Well, y'all got a dominant defense. Y'all got Micah Parsons. Y'all got Diggs and this and that. But at the same time, our defense, they were dominant majority of the season, but they let up points. Philly was a shootout, right? Why weren't we talking about that? Our defense definitely got to step it up. But a big issue we had was the cornerback 2 spot. And Stephon Gilmore is a significant upgrade at the number 2 spot. Plus, we got some young dogs. I like it, man. You got Donovan Wilson, Hooker. You have Jaron Curse, Diggs, Gilmore. That is going to be a crazy, crazy secondary. Let me see something real quick. I like what we did. I really like what we did. Our our D line, like just overall, I really, really like what we got going for us. But you got Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Jaron Curse, Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, Nashawn Wright, LVE, Micah Parsons. You got Gilly, Dorrance Armstrong, O Diggy Zua. We brought back Dante Fowler, right? We got Damone Clark. You got Sam Williams. If we get Jonathan Hankins back, that would be absolutely amazing for our defensive line. But I like what we got going on, man. I really do. But I feel like we put some of the right pieces in place, and now you go into the draft, you get the best player available, you add depth on the offensive line. Um, People are saying that we should go after the tight end, Kincaid, but honestly, like I don't know. I mean, you go with the best player available if need, but I feel like we're solid at tight end. We got Ferguson, we got Hendershot. I like the tight end room as it is. I wouldn't be upset with getting a rookie, drafting someone, but overall, I like it, man. D line is crazy. We definitely need a middle linebacker. Don't really care for Van Der Esch. Listen, LVE. Now, I'm with you on that, right? Like to an extent, LVE was suspect, but this year the dude balled out, and when he got hurt, our defense took a drastic hit from that. LVE. I feel like if he plays like he did this year, obviously injury prone. So that's why I think that we're still trying to figure out some way, somehow to get Bobby Wagner. But I think I like it though. Damone Clark, young dude coming in the linebacker spot. We still got a Jabril Cox who also is coming off of an injury. They didn't really play him a lot, but Jabril, he's at year 2 of injury. I'd like to see what we got going on, man. I really would like to see what we got going on in that linebacker room. Again, we might draft some players. We got we got a hefty amount of draft picks. And one thing that Cowboys do, they find steals in the draft. So, I like it. I really do. I like where we at. But yo, bro, I completely agree with you. I like your takes, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in here, rocking with me. And it's not a lot of us, but it's still a good time. Y'all talking to me, and I like this, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I definitely appreciate y'all. If you're on Facebook, share this on your page. Share this on your page. Y'all playing softball this season because you're losing the football knowledge. Cut it out, man. I'm spitting hot fire right now. But yeah, man, I'm definitely about to be in some softball leagues. I got to be active, man. I got to be active. You know what? You know how it was, man, in college. So I got to get back to that. But I played in a couple softball leagues this past summer, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. My little cousin came. He played with me. He's not so little. He's 6. I don't even know what Quez is. 6'3", 6'4", over 300. Big boy. I still push him around. You watching this video, you already know what it is. But my football knowledge is right here, man. Listen, you know me. I could talk with the best of them. I could talk junk. We could talk stats. We could talk whatever. I keep it real. You just being biased because you are a Giants fan. But keep it real. Playing softball for the first time in 15 years. Played our first game way better than I thought it would be. Yo, softball is crazy. Listen, man, I was out there drenched in sweat, and I'm a big dude. Y'all know me. I'm a big dude, and man, when I get going, I tell the dudes on my team, I'm like, yo, if I hit the ball in the outfield and I get going, you see me rounding second, you better not stop at third because I'm going home. Like I'm not stopping. And one time I'm rounding third, and they just start hearing me screaming, "Choo, choo!" And like that was my thing now. Like when I'm rounding third, I'm just screaming. Like I'm a loud dude. I talk junk. Y'all hear me. I'm probably loud right now, but man, that's how I get down. Hey, Namath, I appreciate you, man. I'm going, bro. Punch that clock. Hey, get that money, man. Get that money. I appreciate you for tuning in. Share this. Let everybody know about the Supervised Sports Show. Hey, be safe, my boy. But yeah, man. Yes, sir. Hey, You see what my name is on here. I might have to add that T train in here, but you see what my name is. You know we brought that back from my college days, so I had to do that. But hey man, listen, I'm big on sports. Big on sports. Yo, whoever is in here, what's good with getting down to Jerry World for a game? I don't care who your team is. If it's Philly, if it's the Giants, I don't care who your team is. But I'm trying to get. I told my wife, I said I'm trying to make it a yearly thing where I go down there, and I'm trying to get a big enough group together, and we could get us a suite. You know, once you really start thinking about the amount of money that you spend on them tickets, we dropped some bank on them tickets. We had some fire seats, but we dropped some money on it. But I'm definitely down for going to Dallas. Dallas is a good time. Um, Dallas is definitely, excuse me, sorry. Dallas is definitely a good time. It is a good time. The stadium is crazy. I don't care who your team is. You go down there to Jerry World, you will be absolutely amazed, man. You'll be absolutely amazed. Let's get that Friday high school, Saturday, Longhorn Cowboys game on Sunday. Hey, Sam, you know me. I'm with it, man. I'm definitely with it. Now, it's got to be within reason. I ain't trying to be exhausted, whatever the drive is. But even if it's a two out of those three, I'm definitely with it, man. Life is short, man. Definitely after the things that's going on with my pops, it's just life is short, and we're about to change some things up. We're about to enjoy it because you never know what's your last day on this earth. So you might as well spend every day like it's your last and enjoy life, man. Working hard and stressed out, it's not worth it. So I'm definitely with it. But I'm trying to get down there, and hey, Bonnet he'll come down there. He'll definitely come down there if the Giants is playing. So that's already two right there, two Giants fans. We might have to do a Giants Cowboys stream and try to see how many people we could get. It would be a super dope thing because we'd be recording. We have some crazy content from that. But Cowboys game is fire, man. Definitely be fire. I wouldn't even mind going to we might be going to the Buffalo game, depending on the weather. Because y'all see me, I'm in my house with a hoodie on. I do not play about the cold. So I ain't messing with that. As long as I'm sitting with the bonnet, I'm down. Man, I should have hit him up. He definitely would have popped in on this stream. I should have hit him up. But yeah, yo, Bonnet is a hilarious dude. He is a hilarious dude. And y'all two together, man, that would be crazy. You gotta get on there and do a video with him, man. That would be absolute comedy. Gold. It would be good content. Y'all know how if y'all do it though, I'm popping in, I'm talking my junk. But y'all definitely should do a video. That would be absolutely fire. But listen, man, I just came on. I stayed on a lot longer than I planned. I really thought it was just gonna be like 15, 20 minutes. But a couple of y'all came in, chopped it up with me, and it was a good time. But I'm gonna get off of here in a little bit. I'm gonna give it another minute. But yo, Sam, for sure, let's plan this thing out. Let's plan this thing out, man. I'm definitely with Cowboys Giants. Um, Cowboy Stadium is indoors. They got the AC kicking in there, man. We was down there. It was like 90-something degrees outside. Boy, we walked in and the AC smacked you, man. It was feeling good. Jerry definitely had it right in there. Go Giants. Listen, I don't know if I gave my rankings, but yours was absolutely wrong. I have the Cowboys 1. If the Giants pick up a few more players, they might be fighting for that number 2 spot. But I got Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commanders. I got it like that. We haven't seen any team repeat in our division for a while, and I don't think it's going to happen. I just feel like Philly got a tough schedule this year. Last year they had a really easy schedule. That tough schedule is going to be brutal. Ours is not easy either, but it's not as difficult as theirs. So I like it, though. I like the moves that we made. I think Dallas is definitely going to be moving into that number 1 spot. So I don't know, man. We'll see. But I'm about to hop off of here. Sam, hit me up, man. It was good chopping it up with you. Everybody that came in. It's your boy T-Tom on the Super Biased Sports Show, place where a fan could be a fan no matter how biased their take is. Hey, I just wanted to come on here and just chop it up for a little bit, see what people was thinking. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and I'm out of here.
What up? How about the boys? The Dallas Cowboys, that is.